Quick intro about how I got rid of, how I found, I guess, and got rid of a wasp nest. It was a day before we were going on vacation for a couple of weeks. Zoe called up, said she found a wasp in the clubhouse, gonna come kill it. I did. 5 minutes later, she calls me in again, says there's another wasp in there. So I came in and killed that one. And while I was killing that one, I found another one. So I'm thinking, okay, 3 wasps. That's got to mean something. So scoured around inside, found nothing. Looked on the outside. Sure enough, found about a 1-inch hole and a whole bunch of wasps going in and out. So I proceeded to try and get rid of that nest. Did a little Google on what was the best way to do it. Found some guys used a vacuum. Seemed like a good idea. So yeah, that's what I did. And glad I found it before we came back from holidays. Would have been a full-blown nest, and you know, the kids would have been in there maybe playing or something and riled them up, and because you can't see the nest. Next thing you know, you're surrounded by 100 wasps. So especially if they were getting on the inside. So anyway, that's what I did. Hope it helps. Ciao. Okay, so there is a wasp nest right in the corner. If this thing ever focuses. Focus. So he got up in that corner there, and I sprayed him already once. But that stuff only works on contact. I'll show you in a minute. And it filled the hole, but it evaporates very quickly. So I'm going to go get some other stuff that doesn't evaporate as quickly, and we're going to do a night raid. You can see them. This is what I used. It's pretty good, nice and foamy. As soon as it touches them, they're dead. They just drop. Anyway, they just drop. But we're going to go get some Raid Max, because this stuff evaporates real quick. It's okay if the nest is exposed, but if you've got to spray into a little nook and cranny where you can't actually get to this nest, I need an applicator tip and stuff that doesn't evaporate so quickly. Thought I'd try this first. I'll whittle down my opponent. So if they can survive this hose trip, bully for them. come in waves. Actually hear them go down the hose. Get the heebie-jeebies. A lot of wasps in there. Really effective when they fly. When they're crawling, they can kind of get past it. They try and fly into the hole. Get some. Hoping it'll suck it right out of that box up there. Anyone that tries to go through the hole, in or out, is getting them. It's kind of interesting how they come in waves though. Right now there's nothing, and suddenly a bunch will show up. There's a lot of wasps in there. Wait till they simmer down a little bit and get most of them. Hear them getting sucked in even when you can't see them, so the ones that are coming out are getting it. Wow. It's like they travel in packs and they're all coming back now. And make sure they're not getting blown out the back of the vacuum suck. I don't have any water. I know the one guy did water. That's a great idea. It's interesting, they keep coming back in 3s and 4s. In case you're wondering about my vantage spot. 3 more coming. That was a big one. That was a big one. I'm hoping it's the queen. Ooh, that guy fought for a while. Three more coming back. Okay, before my battery dies, this is the one I was using first. I think this one actually foams better, and the foam lasts longer. This is the one I'm going to use again today. There was a reason why neither of them are actually working. It was because I finally had to get destructive. And that's the baby right there. So that's pretty big. Oh, it's 8, pushing 10 inches wide. It's pretty big. And so there was no way I could actually get into these things to spray them, because right over here, I had to take the panel off. Glad I did. I mean, I had to block just right where the tip of that tape is. And even if I put a board up, they're still getting in behind. So I was thinking, no, I could do a board. I was going to use pink, but that's all I needed, just a little gap to get in there. And then I sprayed, but all it did is soak this area, and I didn't actually get to the nest. And well, now you know why. So I'm going to spray the nest. It should be empty, but there's still a couple in there. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I've sucked up pretty much all the wasps I can get to. There's still going to be a few in there potentially. So that's, what are we looking at here? That's 7 inches. 7 inches by, say, about 5 or 6 inches. Oh, hang on. That's pretty foamy. So we're going to let that soak in. Alright, so we sprayed them. Still got some dripping happening. This Max is not so good, I'd have to say. It's still nice and foamy, looking pretty good. I don't know, the other one seemed to kill them better, it seemed. They crawled around a little bit. We even had an escapee on one of them. It came out. 4 escapees is what we heard. That's the bottom end of the nest. It's hard to see right now, but you know, it did kill them. You can see the larvae and the babies in there. So this nest was going to be, when we got back, it would have been a full-blown nest. It would have been huge in there. All they would have hatched. So we got her done. And look at this. Look who we got sitting here. Isn't that amazing? Well done, Zoe. So we'll leave it there for the night. So got the odd straggler coming in, checking it out. And it's kind of interesting how they go toward the hole. So what's this guy going to do? Is he landing? Yeah, he's touching it. So he did touch it. He did land on the nest, so that's good, I guess. It's interesting how they go toward the hole, though, where they come into the box and not right to the nest. And so he's just sitting off there licking his wounds, I guess. I don't know. I got like seconds left of the battery, so. But he did touch the nest and the foam, just briefly with his legs. So I don't know how much it takes to kill these things. But I doused this nest, so it's good and soaked. And I stuck the injector into the nest in several spots. So we shouldn't have anywhere that's dry or chemical free. Oh, there he went right into the nest. He landed on it. There he's into the foam. He kind of weird. He kind of flew right into it, so it's already affecting him. So I think the chemicals are killing him. Well, let's hope that does it.